One of the most important things, what I've realized over a period of time in this 8 years of my entrepreneurship journey, it is not a long journey, but it's 8 years of entrepreneurship journey, is that it is very, very lonely at the top and we don't get recognized for what we do most of the times, right? So it is very, very important that we celebrate the people on our left and right. And this is one of the effort we do that. And we celebrate heroes. Whenever Prabhas movie comes out, there's a cutout in Sudarshan Theatre, right? Whenever someone like Virat Kohli hits a century, we're on the streets saying that like I'm a fan of Virat, right? So it's very, very important that we celebrate entrepreneurs. So that this room will be a movie theater as big as a movie theater or a stadium, right? Down the lane. That is the vision I see, not just for India, but particularly for my Telugu people and for my AP and Telangana people. That is the reason why in the last 2 years I've been passionately doing what is called right now a Telugu podcast. It's called Backbenching with Vivek. But before that, I've been a marketer. So the way I used to introduce myself is, hey, hi, I'm Vivek Kandula. I wanted to become a filmmaker. I decided to become a filmmaker. I told my dad. My dad said no. I became a marketer. So that's how I introduced myself. So in the past 8 years, which the career I chose to be was to tell stories of brands who really want to make a change in people's life. Now, in that pursuit, in the last 8 years, I've consulted more than 120 plus brands. We have worked with 80 plus brands. Recently, we have touched 100 crores in marketing advertising spend. And in this entire time, one thing I've kept learning is how to tell better stories in the smallest time possible. And in the next 15 minutes or so, I'm going to teach you how to do that with an example. Is that okay with you? Okay, super fantastic. So in 2023, I got a call from one of my clients. He said that, Vivek, I have a lady, she wants to talk to you. She has a problem and would you be interested? I said, like, why not? He's my client and I'm happy to engage. I got on a call with her. He said, Vivek, my name is Rajni Singh. I help parents who have autistic children. Right? And I was like, wow, children and mental health, two of my favorite issues, love to discuss with you. She's Vivek, you know what? I have an amazing product which can really change people's lives who have kids with autism. The challenge is I'm not really getting it into the market. I've been doing this from past 2 years and I've been trying to market it from past 2 years. I'm not getting to that breakthrough point. I said, okay, ma'am, no worries. Let me just have a look at what you have been doing. When I had a look at her and look at what she was putting out, the collateral she was putting out, what I've realized is the same mistake each and every brand does. Now that mistake is talking to everyone and talking in logical terms. If you think about anything which you have seen which really, really captured you, the core element of it is the emotion of it. Now, when you see a cred ad of, let us say, Rahul Dravid saying that मैं कोरमंगला का rowdy हूँ और HSR का rowdy हूँ and all that stuff, we always known that Rahul Dravid to be a grounded man. And when he does something like this, you're like, wow, this is so innovative, this is so funny, or this is so funky, right? But nowadays, we always think funky is the only emotion we can invoke. But understand this, the most powerful emotions comes from within us, which is called fear. Now, when I saw her collateral, none of those collateral said, hey, I don't know what is my future going to be. Her collateral said, I help people with autism. Please join our program. That doesn't make any sense. So what we said is, okay, fine. Now that you have your audience, you have a decent customer base, let me understand this. We have understood two things. First thing was early, for example, kids who are around like 5 to 6 year olds who are early stages of autism, they're able to help them out a lot. The second set of audience who were coming to her were dadis and nanis who are around like 50 or 60 years old. And I'm like, where is 28 to 35 and where is 60 to 65? there is certain different groups. So we start getting on calls with them. Why are you even coming to her? What is the use case? The first one said, 28 to 35, you know what? We panicked. We panicked on what would the society say. When my kid is autistic and he starts behaving in a little neurotic way in the market, when he goes out, everyone starts looking at them. Everyone starts treating them very differently. They are ostracized in a society like this. You know what is ostracized? You just keep them away. You don't want to talk to them. You don't want to deal with them. Right? That is the first set of audience. I don't know how to deal with this because I have no clue. No one has taught this on how to deal with this. The second set of audience is 60 to 65 nannies and dadis. Their problem was, you know what? My child, my grandchild is autistic. My child did not know how to deal with them. They gave them to us. And trust me, guys, this is the reality of the society. Parents don't want to deal with their children, so they give it to grandparents because they're busy and they want to focus on the next thing, which is the next child they have. This is the reality. I'm being very frank with you guys. Right now, the grandchild is with the grandparents, and they are afraid that after I pass away, who is going to look after this child? That is a sad reality. They have amazing stories like this, and they're not putting it out. So we took this and we created it as a story. The story is all about the future of these children. The story is about the present of the parents. It's about two stories which we are telling. How can you move away from a society and actually make your child be very self-sustainable? The second story is about how can you actually go away in peace, but that is pass away in peace, knowing that your child can actually live in the world. By telling these two stories, we have literally got to a point where we have helped close to where we were at a point of time when she started out, she was helping around like 150 people every quarter. To that, we went to a phase where we are helping around like 7,000 autism kids in every quarter. Now that is something which really, really inspires me to do what we're doing. Everyone in here, yeah, thank you very much for that. Everyone in here, you are in business to really change lives. You believe that you are the best at what you are. Did you ever meet a business owner who says that like, hey, I do not have the best product, please buy my product? Did you ever see that? No, right? It never, no one, everyone's pitch is like, I'm the best at what I do, come and work with me. Right? So you know that you are the best, but it is not really profitable or it is not really money making. Right? It is not really important that you know you are the best. It is more important that how many people know that you are the best. That is the most important part. And the best way to tell it is to tell stories. And stories are not made with logical conclusions. It is not made with data. The story is made up with instincts and, more importantly, emotions which you convey. So, my friends, every entrepreneur in the room here, every person who wants to like build a brand, or every person who wants to tell a story which is going to change their life, think about one thing when you start out. What is that one emotion which I have to invoke from my end consumer or end customer? So that one hero emotion is going to take my brand to the level of like the legends. Right? So on that note, that is where I end my sessions very quickly. I want to take any questions if you want. So I have a little bit of podcasting experience. I've interviewed a lot of great mentalities. If you have any questions, I would happy to answer to you with this. Thank you very much.
Vivek, do you organize any kind of workshops with these kids or?
So it is a model. It's an edtech model. So what she does is she has an online workshop, and after that she has a 3-day event, And after that, she has educators who work with them in a very personal way. So this is the model which again, our entire portfolio is Raju Talreja, Success Gyan, Himanshu Agarwal, all the edtechs we have worked with, all the edtechs, bigger edtechs in this country. And then we have also worked with a lot of healthcare brands. So with those both expertises, we have loved the boat and we have put her to that. So that is the background. Yes. Anyone else? Yes, sir.
Once you're starting a brand, is it okay for the founder to be out there putting out the content on stories, or do you hire an agency that's the best approach so that you can put quality videos out, or you can do it self-made at home and quantity is better than quality out there?
Okay. Depends. So right now I have 80,000 followers on my Instagram, right? And my Instagram account, if you take your time and scroll it long enough, my Instagram account had 300 plus videos before I actually started Backbench with Vivek, with just videos which are shot at home, right? Because I was bootstrapped. I am very against to picking money from the market when I'm starting out, because I don't want the strings tied to it and start. I want the freedom to experiment. I want the freedom to get there. To do that, I want it to be like, I just want to just shoot. I just want to put out. No one cares about how you look. No one cares about like what kind of background you are when you're starting out. People on Instagram or YouTube want to be part of your story. So, to founders and to anyone, should I hire an agency to do marketing outside? 100% yes. Can I do it by myself? 100% yes. But the only difference is, यहाँ पे आपको जो the end point is going to be much faster because of the learnings they have. Here, just be ready to have that cycle of growth, right? Yes, you can do it. You should be doing it. You should be putting out stories. You should be marketing yourself because your brand it is. There is no one stopping you, because, and most importantly, it is absolutely free. Like, it is the basic thing you can absolutely do without costing any money, right? For any brand out there, if marketing is free, they will 100% do. And you have that right now with social media platforms and everything. With the we have the leverage to use it to the maximum extent without spending a rupee. So utilize it. Why not? You might go viral. You might be ending up teaching advertising agencies a few things after you going viral, right? So it's better to be on the other side. So
I think just to give you an example to what I think Vivek fantastically said. See, one thing is that you need to understand whether you go for either agency, third party agency, or for hiring somebody like Shah Rukh Khan or Amitabh Bachchan. There is another concept that I wanted to tell you, is that it's basically depends on you one aspect. You have most of the companies which are actually giving to the legends, which is a public figure, because they can attract. Point number one. Number two, you have Lalita Jewelers, where Kiran Kumar is an MD of the company. He openly said, I don't want to hire any, hasti or, any celebrity endorsing by paying, tens of crores of rupees to them and having a contract with them. I would rather promote my own brand. He is not like a film star. He doesn't wear a wig. He just comes with his, this thing, bald head, and said, "Double ever ki urkene rao." I mean, this is a statement, and it has become viral. Trust me, guys. Now, Lalita Jewelers has expanded across all over Telangana and AP. He doesn't have any brand. So, it basically, I think, answer to that question, I think what Vivek has rightly said, it is entirely up to you. It is not just you have a deep pockets or not. Having a deep pockets is one. Second, it's a psyche. It's a mindset. If you think that your brand definitely needs a Philip and you need somebody, a big star to push up your brand, does that mean that your brand doesn't have a content? It cannot go. It has that stability. It has that content. It has that, potentially. Then you can promote on your own. I mean, there are very many cases, not only Lalita, but I can give you another quote of thing. I think next when a session is there, I can give you 2, 3, 4 examples which have gone to multi-million and $billion. Hathway Cables, Hathway Backshare, where he is giving on his own, which is a multi-billion, he's a billionaire. Microsoft, even Bill Gates is coming. Does Microsoft have anybody, campaigning for its own company? Nobody does, right? We see Bill Gates smiling with his glasses. So it entirely depends on you. It is you where you want to take it to the next level. Thank you. I just wanted to add these 2-3 examples.
Thank you. Anything else? Yes.
In early stages, where do you suggest us to put our in marketing, either as a naked platform, either in offline marketing or online marketing?
It depends upon your brand, right? So again,
Both the collaborations, where do you start with? Like initial, for example, we have online to base, where do you want to invest there?
so this is the most wrong approach you have to go, right? It's not about the channel where you have to put in, it's about where your consumers are. For example, let us say, hey, I want to become a FMCG where I'm just like helping everyone. Then you have to be everywhere.
That's why we started both of them. Yes.
If you're everywhere, that's good. But you're just remember that you're like you're competing with each and every person out there.
Cross check whether we are doing right or not.
It is. But that is not the right way if you ask me. You need to focus on one persona. You need to double down on that one persona. You need to maximize it and start with, and then make your the most popular marketing channel to kick in for you, which is called the word of mouth. If the referral and the word of mouth is not kicking in for you, then there is no point in maximizing your advertising spends anywhere. Yeah, so that is one thing. And to add to services, we had a legacy brand called as MDH. How do you guys know? That gentleman with his moose, he's an iconic figure, right? So they have been doing it from a long, long time. Anyone else? Thank you very much. Thank you for giving your time, guys. Have a good day.